Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Boyt, and I know it's been a long time since I've seen you because I was on summer vacation and there was this other little issue. Well, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. Yeah, there's nothing in the room, is there? This house has been taken down to the studs. Okay, all we see here is a framework where there once was all the comforts of home. There's nothing. And that's really, really very metaphoric for what has happened to the academic and educational systems today. Everything's been taken down to the studs. Nothing's going to be normal. Everything is going to be different. All the comforts that we relied on, everything that we knew is changing. And it's really something that everybody's going to have to deal with. Not just the teachers, but the students and the parents. We're all in this together. Everybody's lost something. Everybody has lost that security of what we used to do. You know, get your backpack on, get your lunch packed, go into the school building and learn. Have recess. It's all going to be different now. And it doesn't mean things aren't going to get back to normal, but I think forever virtual learning is going to become a part of the framework and the fabric of how we do academia today. One of the things that I thought was a great analogy was this house. At one time, it provided safety and comfort for me as the class provided for you, but now it is dangerous. It actually was extremely dangerous. I couldn't come into this house for several weeks because mold started to grow in the walls. And it was unhealthy to human beings, just like COVID started spreading, and it's unhealthy to human beings. So everybody had to change the way that they did things. Everybody's having to transform their pedagogies and their protocol. They're having to bend and adjust. And I thought something significant about this house right now is if you look at the scaffolding in the background, and there's scaffolding right here, this scaffolding is a real big buzzword that we use in the academic community a lot, and in a lot of business communities actually. But scaffolding is something that the contractors were using to get up to the highest ceilings that go up to 31 feet here in this house so that they could take everything down, so they can just start ripping things down to the framework. Scaffolding is a buzzword we use that means we need to build up, right? We need to prop up something so that people can get higher. And it is not used any different in the academic community. When we're teaching a standard, we need to scaffold. We need to build smaller levels that people can climb on so that eventually they can climb as high as it takes to get to that standard. Even a standard you think is going to be so hard for a child to grasp, if you give them the right scaffolding, they will be able to do that. And so I want to build some scaffolding in here into this next couple videos, which is going to be a part of my educator series, but it's for students and parents too, because we're all in this together. Students, you need to watch these because you need to understand the classrooms you're going into, the virtual classrooms. And parents, you need to understand how to support your child in their virtual classroom and their endeavors to make sure they're staying on task and on track. The teacher is now going to be transforming to a conductor of learning, and project-based learning is going to be very important in the virtual classroom. The typical online classroom has no face-to-face interaction. An online class typically is done through work, reading, writing, and discussion posts. So you'll write a response to a discussion, much like a journal entry, and then students will comment on your discussion post, and you will have some sort of interaction through that, and you will get to know people through that, but it doesn't involve face-to-face interaction. What we're asking teachers to do today in this virtual classroom is to have a lot of face-to-face interaction, a lot of collaboration, a lot of small group collaboration where students work on something together. So we break out into smaller groups with the students. We're looking at this to be just as interactive as maybe a regular classroom was. And then think about this. I want you to think about the benefits that are coming your way. When you get to go back into your classroom and things become the more normal, your virtual classrooms will already be set up. If a student's absent, they're not going to miss a beat because you already are contributing daily to that virtual classroom. You already have it all set up for them. They can do the work from afar. If somebody has to go back to India to visit a grandparent, to go to a funeral, they have the virtual classroom to take with them. This is going to transform the way students learn in our country. It's going to allow them access to new technologies, computer science skills, coding skills, and they are going to be more ready to tackle the jobs of the future, many of the jobs that don't yet exist to them today. There was once a statistic out pretty recently that said 70% of the jobs that your children will be doing do not yet exist yet. So that means we have to build this strong foundation of skills, inclusive of those technology skills that we're going to be really honing in on in our virtual classrooms. So I want to go ahead and go look at a virtual classroom and what that looks like and help you to navigate what your classroom might look like and help you set it up if you're a teacher, help you navigate it if you're a student and a parent. So let's go.
Hello, I'm so glad that you guys showed up to Mrs. Boyt's Live to learn something new. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and also that little bell notification. Put it on all notifications so you can see our great videos that my mom posts.
Students, Canvas is your gateway to learning this year. So I'm going to show you how I logged into my Canvas this summer for my college class. So I already have my college site opened. So you're going to go on any Google server, Yahoo, Bing, anything like that, and you're going to type in your school. I got Saracoso, and then I get into my account, and from there I go to My Courses, and I'll just go to my course, and from there I'm in Canvas, and that's all you do.
Show them the different things they can explore, like in Canvas.
Weekly discussions. You have your weekly discussions. You have your assignments, any announcement that your teacher may give, and you have grades, so you can keep on track with all the grades that you have. Conferences, collaborations, chat rooms, quizzes, syllabus, which basically is just a list of all the things you're going to be doing, and your inbox, calendar, and that's about it.
So Jensen was showing you Canvas, and again, you're going to use this as a gateway to get into your class. And let's just give you an example of one of his classes here. When you go to home, you can see posted the assignments, and then you can navigate through announcements, specific weekly announcements. There might be reminders for things due. And specifically when it gets to the assignments, what I wanted you to see is how it's usually organized into weeks. And the week 1 will tell you exactly what you need to get through. And after you get through the work, it will tell you when you're done. So if I go home here and I start on the assignments, it will allow me to see where to start the class. Also, here's the week 1 objectives. the lessons, there's the assignments. And once you get and navigate through this, let me show you an example. When you finish everything, it'll say next. It moves you on next. And then at the end of the week, when you have done everything, it'll give you this well done. When you go to next, you might not be able to go anywhere, but you can go somewhere here because week 2 is already open. Typically, your teacher will make all week 1 assignments due on Sunday by 11:59 p.m. Or your teacher could say it's all due Friday by 5 p.m. So you're forced to take the weekend off. But typically, teachers give you till Sunday night, open up week 2 the following Monday morning. Again, and you navigate through this, pressing next. If there is a link to either, and this is where we'll get into Google Class, because these links can navigate you back to Google Class and take you to certain assignments you have to do there. You could also put links in here to Zoom sessions, and this can all be navigated through very easily. Whenever you want to check your grades, remember, you just go over here and navigate through the grades, and this brings those up. It's kind of a private thing, so let's go back to discussions. This is the part where they act as a Socratic seminar, giving you a weekly discussion post, usually a reading, and then you will discuss it with your counterparts. You will comment on theirs, they will comment on yours, and it helps you to see things from different perspectives. So it's always a good idea to do that. Over on the side here, you can see there will be your email, your inbox with information, announcements also. So that's basically Canvas in a nutshell. We'll be seeing this used as the main gateway to get into your class, to keep track of grades, to keep track of people. And it's very easy also for your parents to oversee and monitor this. Again, and those hyperlinks can take you into your Google assignments. You can complete them, but go back here and click next until you have completed the week's work. So I hope that helps you to understand what Canvas is going to look like. And on another video, part 2 of this, I really want to get into Google Class and what your Google Class situation is going to look like. And for teachers, how you can personalize that class to build a community and make it more collaborative. So you guys have a really great day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.